Hello there, everybody, and welcome to part 78 of Atelier Ryza, and we're going to start the season event DLC today. Ever Summer Queen and the Secret Island. One day, Ryza receives a request from Mr. Moritz and subsequently finds herself on an unfamiliar island. She and her friends discuss the best way to enjoy their impromptu tropical vacation. All right, y'all, we're gonna have the beach episode. I grew up in a remote place called Kirkin Island. This is Ryza talking. It's really small, smack in the middle of a lake. We don't really have much contact with the outside world. So, of course, we have no idea there were, line? Is there any line? Okay, there it is. Other islands besides our own. Yes, the formatting is kind of weird in how this is voiced. This is not voiced, I have no idea, but, eh. Whoa, check out this view. It makes me feel so free. Yeah, we don't have anything like this back home. Why don't we check out that area? I'm glad you're all excited, but don't forget we're here on a very important mission. If you get careless and let something take you by surprise, don't expect us to bail you out. Sorry, you're right. I'll take this seriously. I worry about you. Anyway, now that we're here, let's get to work. We should find this infamous Moritz summer home. Guys, I wonder if it's that big house over there that could be the summer home of Moritz. I have absolutely no idea if that's even possible. It could be someone else's summer home that nobody else could know about except for everybody, but I don't know. I don't know how this could be. Anyway, we got a new map to explore! Yes! Oh my god! In that chest, you can already find Staltiums, which already makes the DLC price so worth it. Yeah, the high asking price for the DLC, incredibly worth your time and money. And you get yourself a heated bangle, too. But anyway, as for this DLC, we actually might have to split it in two because there's a lot more to this. There's plenty of DLC stuff to do here. So you basically have everybody in your party at this point. You have all the basic gathering tools, you know, without the combinations in mind. And as for your equipment, I'm really only going to be talking about the core items. So Ryza has a bomb, Claudia has a blessing ointment, Lent has war powder, Tao has sundry remedies, Empel has an ice bomb, and Leela has an energetic. And plus, for your formation, you have the trio, obviously. But I think for what's coming up, I think I want to have Empel and, you know, somebody else with high dexterity in the party, too. So, bye, Tao, and hello, Claudia. So anyway, summer home time. Here we go. Moritz owns this entire island. He even named it after himself. Moritz Island. This is the summer home where we'll be staying at while we're here. As you all know, this request comes directly from Moritz himself. To remind you of the details, we need to go back flashback. I'm gathered you here today to ask you to hunt a monster for me. Is that so? Apparently, a monster similar to the sea monster that attacked us before has appeared. What? There's another one? Don't act so surprised. Considering how big the lake is, it'd be odd if it were just the one. I guess you have a point. Still, what is unusual is the raw size of such a beast. All the local fishermen have started fearing for their lives again. As the leader of the village, I must ensure that it's all dealt with, which is where you come in. I keep hearing about how you defeated that monster at the port. Would you be willing to help with this? It's causing all kinds of trouble for everyone, right? Then of course we'll help. Sure, I don't mind. Let's give it the beating of a lifetime. Like my dad. I'll go too. Then, that settles it. So, Moritz, do you know where this beast was last seen? According to the fisherman who spotted it, it's lurking near my own private island. You have a private island? It's just a quiet little vacation spot, you understand. It's a few hours from here by boat. Wait, what? There's another island out there besides this one here? It really is very small. So I'm not surprised you didn't know. I only visit it once a year or so. My property manager does a bit of maintenance, but for the most part, nobody knows about it. Normally, I'd allow members of the Brunin family to step foot on it, but this is a special case. Please, for the good of the island, hunt down that damned creature. I never expected Mr. Brunin to ask us a favor, so I guess anyone is capable of change. So, we did save his son's life and all. That probably make me rethink things too. Regardless, we'll be using this as our home base, so feel free to leave your things here. And looks like there's even a cauldron here that we can use for synthesis. How convenient. I don't think I don't, but there's plenty of other monsters here. If Moritz is right, then we'll probably want to investigate the shoreline. Yes. All right, let's split up and start looking around. Of course, Moritz's summer home will be your home base. You can save and even change your clothes here. And you also have alchemy here, so that's great. You can use the Saltium to craft yourself better weapons, but personally, it would be a whole lot better for us to just leave that stuff alone. We can get along just fine without it. And since this is a beach episode, let's go! Summer outfits all around. So let's give everybody their own summer outfits and we're all good to go. After all, it is appropriate. It's still technically summer, so it counts. But anyway, you basically have, well, all of your alchemy tools up to, well, this point, but you don't really need to craft a whole lot of them. So, really, you're just good with the stuff that you have. So anyway, let's just make yellow supplements right away to start off with. So, yeah. Your alchemy level is at 40, so you're able to make an item with 7 ingredients. So, that's cool. That's pretty cool. And you can rest on these nice little lawn chairs, which is actually kind of cute. That's very cute, not gonna lie. Anyway, you have all the makings of your home base right here. Now, where's that monster? Playing around is fine, but don't forget you're here on a mission. This is a beautiful place. Doesn't it feel like time passes slower? Probably. Actually, do you have... no you don't, okay. Just for the main game. I forgot to show off the pose that you get for, winning the, Claudia DLC. But I guess we can just leave that to what we unlock here. You know, whenever we clear it, either in this video or the next video. So, let's do it. Let's head over to Moritz. Let's go over to Moritz Island and see what we can do. So, there's a lot, and I mean a lot of things to gather around here. So, we're going to be focusing our efforts on a lot of that stuff. So, the same rules apply as with any given area that we can go to for gathering up stuff. If there's something that we can get, something that we can chop down, something that we can pick up, we're going to do that. Yes, indeed, we will. And besides, we have all of our gathering tools at this point. We can definitely, for sure, pick up each and everything all the way over here. Plus, there's a lot more treasure chests on this island than anything else, so we can effectively just explore this place as much as we like here. And we'd all be very well better off for that, actually. So anyway, let's go over here and pick up some flowers, pick up everything. Yes, absolutely everything. And we'll all be good to go. We don't need to synth anything yet, but it'll be nice to have. Jeez, I had no idea Mr. Brunin had his own island. Seriously, how much money does that guy have? My question is, how did he find it in the first place? Nobody back home knows about it, right? No, there must have been someone. Right. The village fishermen almost certainly came out this way to fish. That's true. And that must be when they spotted the monster. Yeah, that sounds about right. But this is his own private island, right? Pretty nice of him to let us stay here like this. Maybe a little bit of his personality is why the villagers let him throw his weight around. Hey, Claudia, does your family have an island of your own? Huh? No, why would you think that? Well, because your dad is a great merchant. I just thought he would have a bunch of land or something. Father travels so much, I don't think he'd want to own anything that he can't bring with him. We do have a home, of course, but it's not very big and we don't return to it very often. I see. Sounds like you got it pretty tough. Well, I'm used to it. You know, when it comes to what is that word? Your family's doing acreage, probably. Your family's doing pretty okay, Ryza. But that's all farmland. You know that's not what I'm talking about. Acreage. I thought it would be like acreage or something like that. I don't know. It's weird. I'm very weird like that. Anywho's, continue gathering up here. And we can also pretty much enjoy all of this, because look at this map. Look at this map, man. It's a new map. I mean, it's not very huge, but you can basically tell there is a lot to gather here. There's so much to gather here. I said that already a million times. The beach is so beautiful. Yeah, it's super refreshing. I could just sit here and stare at it all day. Really? I assume you're used to this kind of view. Nah, Kirkin Island is nothing but rocky cliffs. Maybe we don't have this. And we don't have this kind of sandy beach. Wow, really? This is a rare sight for me, so it's really exciting. So let's have fun while we're here. You make it sound like you've never been outside before. Hey, shut up, you. Seriously, though, I know what you mean. But Kirkin Island has lots of beautiful spots on its own. That's just as exciting for me. Maybe, but it's different for us, I think. Yeah, you can get pretty bored of just about anything if you see it every single day. Plus, our actual daily life in the village is kind of suffocating. Right. It really isn't a great fit for us. It may look nice and open, but it's actually really cramped. Oh, really? I guess there's lots of stuff I don't understand, being an outsider. It's true. I mean, if you live on an island long enough and you see a lot of things enough, then maybe. It's like, why do you think we used to have like a home at Martha's Vineyard to begin with? Like, I used to go there. Me and my family used to go there a lot when I was little. And honestly, I never really get tired of seeing, like, you know, stuff like South Beach or State Beach or anything like that, you know. I guess I'm just used to it. I mean, I never get used to a beach. I mean, what the heck am I even talking about right there? Yeah, I can never get used to a beach. I mean, I rarely go to beaches nowadays, so I don't know. I don't see any monsters here that fit the bill. But I do keep spotting lots of vegetation I've never seen before. That's true. It's totally different from the island. And I've read about similar plants in the south. Yeah, it's really similar to some of the places I saw when we were living down south. Things tend to grow larger here in warmer climates, which seems to be rare in this region. But why is this place like this? It's not like we're that far from Kirkin Island. I know, only a few hours. I suppose that's true. I guess the nice warm breeze made me forget that fact. Perhaps the island has a volcanic component. Such geothermal heat would explain the local flora. Volcanic? You think it's gonna erupt? No, not at all. It's quite a small island, so I don't see any evidence of an active crater. Of course, it's entirely possible there may be eruptions underwater off the coast. But, what do we do if that happens? It's just a possibility. I have no reason to think it's at all likely. And if it did, Kirkin Island would be in danger as well. So there's no point in worrying about it. Oh, that's true. Well then, I'll just have to hope it doesn't erupt. That's true. That's all very true. Anyway, in this treasure chest, you get yourself a lot of amber crystals. And right over here, you can get some ore here. With your big hammer, too. Yeah, with your big hammer and toe. And you'll get some eggs here. You definitely want to watch out for that dragon, though. You definitely will. Anyway, you get some blue clovers over here. You can get a lot of big old stuff over here. Let's smack this tree with a hammer. To get lots of unknown eggs, palma fruits, and the like. Right over here is another treasure chest that you can get. That has a quartz necklace. And you can also fish for things here too. You can either fish once or even twice, possibly. So, oh my god. I thought I fished up goat's milk. I thought I fished up some goat's milk. I was like, what? But then it just turns out, you know, I made a new discovery, even though it's an old discovery. Again, it's really weird, but this is just the way it is. So, I guess it's a-okay. Anyway, we got all the fish we can get over here. And you can also get some more eggs, some more flowers over here. So, it's cool. There's another treasure chest over here that you can get. That contains a rusted sword for you. You can find some red ponies. You can find some watchers over there. You can get yourself some mushrooms. You can get all sorts of things. But anyway, our destination is pretty close, and we got an energy pendant too. Yeah, really, the name of the game is just basically the same as it's always been. Just gather up everything, and if you want to fight some enemies, you can. I wouldn't really recommend, you know, fighting though. Like, honestly, I really wouldn't recommend fighting unless it's that big old monster that we have to defeat here. So, yeah, my basic advice, obviously. Anyway, over here is where we need to be. This looks like a dead end. Yep, and no sight of that monster, so what now? Find a boat and get out of the water? Are you so eager to die? Getting attacked out in the open water is suicide. I was just kidding, but we came all this way with nothing to show for it. What else can we do? There's still plenty of island left to explore. We just need to be patient and keep searching. Huh? The wind. What was that? Oh, nothing. It's just the breeze is different here. Huh. Now that you mention it. The wind is coming from here. Wait, this is a cave. Yeah, sure looks that way. But this rock is blocking the entrance. I bet there's something inside. I don't know. It'd be kind of weird to find a sea monster inside a sealed-off cave, don't you think? Well, you can never be too sure. Wait, what? The wind coming from the inside means it connects to somewhere, so there may be monsters in there. I wonder if this giant boulder fell down from above. That would be my guess. Until we get rid of it, we can't be sure what's waiting inside. So we just need to destroy it, right? Easier said than done. It looks like it doesn't want to budge.
Yeah.
What do you think my alchemy is for? I'll just whip up a bomb and kaboom! Good idea, but let me give you some advice. It'd be better to tailor-make a bomb to do a job. Oh, and how do I do that? You don't need a big fireball, right? What you need is something with extra raw force. Although I have no idea if this island has the materials you'll need to make something like that. Oh, I don't mind you helping looking for materials. Excellent. I'm happy to help, Ryza. But you need to make the bomb yourself. Let's head back for now. You learned how to make demolition bomb. So you need to make a demolition bomb of at least 70 quality and then turn it into Empel in order to have you do work for it. So let's do that then. First of all, we'll need to craft a bomb with the crimson ore that we made. We're only doing this purely for the synthesis, so we're not taking it seriously. We're not making an ultra powerful bomb right here. All we really need is crimson ore, which you'll be able to find anywhere. The demolition bomb is purely a synthesis item and nothing more and nothing less than that. Just one bomb will absolutely do the trick into increasing its quality to the amount that you need. You can technically increase the quality even further by making a luft, but all you really need is just 2 bombs and that's it. Of course, it obviously isn't a bad idea for you to actually make a luft. In fact, that's probably what you're gonna want to do. However, for wind bug materials, you're kind of limited on that front, unfortunately. Because while you can absolutely gather up as many bugs as you like, you're kind of limited to what kind of bugs that you can get, actually. 7 stars and honey ants are fire and ice, respectively. And there aren't that many bushes around Moritz Island, so you're just gonna have to do with what you can make. You're basically just gonna have to make do with what you have. So it's a little bit unfortunate that you can't make a seriously good luft here without the proper materials to even get yourself started. But at the very least, you can at least try. I think, I hope, maybe, possibly. So anyway, let's prepare the item for absolute demolition. Okay, I think this should work. So let's just place it here. So, do you really think it'll work? I have no doubt. Okay, stand back, everyone. This is gonna be one big blast. Biden blast. We got him with the Biden blast. Whoa, it totally vaporized it. Holy cow, it sure did. Thanks a bunch, Empel. Even the toughest rock has its weak point. Attack that and it crumbles. So, even rocks have soft spots? I've always heard that, but I didn't know it was true. Everyone? Look. There really is a cave. Let's hurry up and get in there. Get in there. Get in there. Okay, so before you do, you might want to set up your equipment and everything else. I'm just saying. So what I would highly recommend that you do is make yourself some lufts, because what's up ahead is weak to wind. And you can get plenty of wing plants from just outside Moritz summer home. So you can just keep on going back and forth between said places. Really about the only thing that I can say is sort of disappointing is the fact that this doesn't really have any landmarks to begin with. Not that, you know, you can skip travel to landmarks to begin with. I'm just saying I wish you could skip travel all over the island. I'm just saying that. So, yeah. Either way, we pretty much gotten what we needed, so I'm gonna make plenty of lufts for us, and we'll see where it all goes from there. As for the luft, you can actually go over to effect 2, actually, going all the way to blowback L. But you're gonna need a lot of 7 stars in order to even do that. Plus, you don't have the multiple cauldron, so you're gonna have to just make these all by yourself. If you want to have traits for it, you can, actually. And besides, you can actually totally get away with just adding bugs to it, and it'll unlock the loop just fine, but you can't actually go with any further effects for the left, so... Anyway, I'll be right back. I can't believe I forgot about this treasure chest over here. Migratory Charm. Literally the best accessory that we have, so Ryza, thank you. Alright, I'll go over my setup in about a second. Okay, as we go through the cave, I'm just gonna blur it out over here. Nothing to see here. Nothing to see here, and there we go. There we go. Nothing simply going on here. There's nothing. Nothing happened. The dress is glitching. It looks like we made it. Look, you guys. Wow, what is this place? This is definitely unexpected. I bet Mr. Brunin didn't even know anything like this. Yeah, I'd be surprised if anyone's noticed it. Could we be the first, huh? Hey, look over there. Oh. That's the same type of monster we fought before. There's no doubt. Then that's our primary target. Remember, this one could very well be different from the one you fought before. Right, it may look the same, but it may be much stronger. Don't let your guard down. Oh. Got it. Let's do this! Okay, so we gotta prepare ourselves for a fight, and thankfully I already did. So, going over my setup here, I have the Heated Bangle and the Migratory Charm on Ryza. I have the Energy Pendant and Quartz Necklace on the Claudia. And as for Empel, I just have the Narde Ring because I couldn't fit any other accessory onto everybody, plus we only have so many. As for the core items, I gave the Energensica to the Harmonica over to Empel because we'll need to buff ourselves up. It's got Graceful Melody on it, so we can recover AP from that. I also gave him a bomb, one of the bombs that I made that has Fire Damage S and Lowered Guard L, so that'll be very helpful. Plus, I gave everybody in the party a luft, at least. For Claudia, I have the Blessing Ointment on, but I also have the luft and the bomb. And for Ryza, the only difference between everybody else is I have, well, oh wait, Lower Guard S, okay. I have a War Powder, which I got from Lent and gave it to Ryza, that has Steel Spirit, AP Gain M, and Slow Cure. Steel Spirit will increase attack and critical rate, so that'll be very nice. If you couldn't tell, my formation for today is my tried and true Dexterity party. Alright, let's go! Watch out, everyone, here it comes! Let's do this! For all the fishermen in the village! That's an elephant! Alright, first things first, I'm gonna put up a War Powder for everybody. I'm gonna use a luft to put up the weakness. And I'm gonna use the Angelica to increase everybody's stats. That's basically what I'm gonna do here as my strategy for today. This is just so that I can have a lot of AP ready to go whenever I need to.
So this variation of the Grand Tusk actually is level 42. It's got 1972 HP, and it's got a weakness to wind, which is why I highly recommended that you have a Luft with at least everybody. And you definitely want blowback L on your team, on your setup here, because that will just delay the turn, just so that they won't be able to go with their turn for a little while. I would also just recommend that you do the things. Basically, right after the Grand Tusk moves. Yeah, right after the Grand Tusk moves, you use a Luft to use the blowback effect on it. And if it's done, that's even better. So that's good. All right, summoning star to do it. Now, without the proper setup, this can actually be a really tough fight. In fact, I actually lost this fight the first time I played this. In fact, its big attack that it does is definitely certain to kill you if you're not prepared. But very thankfully, it's all easy. I definitely made it Yeezy for myself. It's Yeezy, bro. Yeezy. All right, we did it. That was close, but we pulled it off. Indeed, you did quite well, despite having no time to prepare. It got kind of dicey there, but it all worked out in the end. Now everyone can go back to fishing in peace. Our mission is complete, and I'm sure Moritz is dying to hear from us. Let's get ready to return. Hold on a second. What is it? I know we're technically done here, but I mean, look around you. We're already here in this beautiful place. Don't you want to stay a little bit longer? Yeah, Ryza's got a point. I wouldn't mind exploring the area a bit more. Who knows when we might get a chance to visit a place like this again? Well, if you all insist. I don't see any reason to say no. Let's stay here, at least for a little while. Woohoo! She says that a lot. Nobody's ever really explored this place, right? So we might find something new. Let's go. This is beautiful. I love this coral. I love this little area where there's all kinds of coral everywhere. Oh, it's so beautiful. It's so good. Oh, I really like this. I really like this. Ah, it's great. I mean, the water as it goes further out, it does decrease in frame rate, but who cares? Who cares? It's really nice. Also, what the heck am I even doing? I don't even need to do alchemy anymore at this point in the DLC. I honestly thought this would take longer, but I'm purely basing my time with this purely off of me playing this on the Nintendo Switch. I really am. Man. Okay, nothing to see here. Nothing to see here. You know, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. There we go. This treasure chest has a fairy stone chain in it. Nothing to see here. Move along. Move along. Move along. Move along. And, of course, over here is where we need to be. To get our the last objective for this DLC. Hey, is this? You noticed it too, right? It's a Kirkin fruit, but it looks kind of different. Maybe that's the thing my father's so interested in, isn't it? Yep, it's our island's local speciality. It's super sweet and juicy. And the best ones smell really nice, so you can tell the quality with just one sniff. But I've never seen one so huge before. How the heck did it get this big? If I had to guess, I'd say it's the warmer weather. All those other plants were bigger too, right? But it also feels a lot tougher and thicker than ours. I wonder if it's even edible. I just had a great idea. Find the finest Kirkin fruit on the island and bring it to me. Okay, but what are you planning to do with it? Don't worry about that. Just find the best one you can, okay? You know, Lent does say the best kind of giant Kirkin fruit. But really, the quality doesn't matter. Bring out your scythe and just swing at these Kirkin fruit, at these giant Kirkin fruits, at these giant Kirkin, there you go, at these giant Kirkin fruit, and you can basically see with your own eyes that they are really unique as items. They're nothing really too special, but it's another kind of fruit that you can get here. And it's actually really, really common over here. They have fire and wind element, which is actually really nice, so yeah, it's pretty good. Anyway, all you need is one. Doesn't matter what quality. And that's the end of the DLC. Okay, this is the best one I could find. Now will you tell us what this is all about? We're gonna play Fruit Splitter. Fruit Splitter? That's a great idea. Right? We can't play it with our Kirkin fruit, but these ones are so tough it should work. What's Fruit Splitter? You never heard of it? You put some fruit on the ground, put on a blindfold, and try to split it open. We play that all the time back home, but we usually see use pumpkins, not Kirkin fruit. We use the ones that are too tough to eat. We bust them open and then use them as fertilizer. Wow, that does sound like fun. And we're gonna play on the beach, right? That's basically the perfect place. Sounds good. Darn straight. Okay, I'm gonna get ready. Just wait right there. All right, I'm all set. Let's play. Yeah, baby, let's go. And yeah, would you look at that? Anime Beach episode time. Where you get all the views of the ladies, including the stuff that obviously should be illegal. For real. In this video game. I don't know why they focus on, like, Ryza and Claudia, but it helps. Probably doesn't help, but, you know, it's fine. So are we gonna play Fruit Splitter or what? Oh yeah, I almost forgot. Hold on a sec. There's the fruit. So are we gonna use this stick to split it open? Exactly. Oh, but why don't we make things a little more exciting? What do you have in mind? We'll have someone stand next to it. The risk of getting bashed makes it even more exciting. I'm not sure what I was expecting coming from you. Oh. I think it sounds fun. So who's gonna do it? You are. What? Seriously? Why me? Because you're the one who's clipping through the floor, that's what. Yeah, seriously, it looks like he's clipping through the floor. He doesn't look like he's buried at all. Okay, here goes nothing. To take real good aim. Okay, Ryza? Am I headed the right way? Just say something, Lent. You'll be completely okay. Yeah, you got it. You're heading towards Lent, dude. You're heading towards him. You're gonna bash him open. You're gonna break his skull. You do seem to be on track, but here I go. You know, that's the first time I've ever heard that smacking sound, and that sounded painful. Today was so much fun, and I even managed to split the Kirkin fruit clean in two. Oh, that would have been funny if she got Len instead. Indeed, your aim was true. Actually, I could smell it from a mile away, so I had a pretty good idea where it was. I see.
That's very clever of you. I always thought our part of the world was so boring, with basically nothing to do. What's with you? You sound like your old self again. No, it's just... Now I actually think all this peace and quiet is kind of nice. Yeah, I know what you mean. I'm sure this gorgeous scenery has something to do with it too. Yeah, maybe. Hey, let's come back here again sometime. Oh yeah, that's a great idea. I'd love to spend more time here. If only Moritz gives us permission, of course. Yeah, I wouldn't worry about... Let's not worry about that. He almost never comes here anyway, right? And now that we know where it is, we can come here whenever we want. You really are a bunch of troublemaking brats, you know that? And unbelievably, that's the note we end this particular DLC story on. How very convenient. We get a new photo mode pose and a photo mode frame to go along with the equation. And you'll unlock Moritz Island. Because we're so very far into the video game called Atelier Ryza, we basically unlock this right away. So, yeah, we get Moritz Island as a location that we can legitimately skip travel to. There's no landmarks to discover on it, because this is a DLC location. But we can go here as many times as we please. So now, this is a brand new gathering location for us. This basically has sort of the same items that you can get here as well as the main game. So if you were to go here mid-game when the video game unlocks this place for you, it's actually not really that bad. I feel bad using a bunch of stuff, so maybe I'll wait to get back. What do you mean? You've used this, like, all the time. So where'd the notebook go that was here? It was so useful. I mean, not really. I mean, not really. What do you mean, not really? We used it to change clothes. So yeah, effectively, you can now get giant Kirkin fruits as part of this, as your reward for your hard work indeed. But clearly, this is meant for a mid-game, sort of a mid-game purposes, if you know what I mean. So it's definitely not bad if you're at this point in time where you figured out all the lore of the world and you figured out what Kirkin Island really is, and so on and so forth. So at this point, at that point in the game, it would totally make sense that you would go over here and just explore whatever you can. But really, your only incentive for even going here in the first place is to get giant Kirkin fruit, which you can really easily find over here, because there is a lot of them. There is definitely a lot of Kirkin fruit for you to get here. Plus, you get this sweet little. Plus, you get a little bit new photo mode frames. You get the Moritz Island edition photo frames for you. Look at that. You can have Moritz just staring at your face. It's so weird. But you know what? Video games can have fun. Video games can have lots of fun. Okay, and there it is. There's the episode bonus I was looking for. Yeah. I was wondering where that was. I wonder why Ryza's just going like, here you go. I found this big thing. I don't know why. I don't get it. But there it is. There's the pose that you unlock. And it's like, here you go. I caught a thing that was this big, believe it or not. Plus with gathering up, you can get so many Kirkin fruit here. It's really, really nice.
Even though I wish the area was a whole lot bigger, it's still a really nice area to have, at least if for the gathering of a lot of Steltium for free and giant Kirkin fruit for you to actually get. So that's actually pretty cool. They can come in element value 3 or 2, which is actually really nice. So, yeah. All this stuff is just pretty neat. Yeah, so I'd say that's probably the best bonus out of all the DLCs that you can possibly get. So I'm pretty happy with that. I'd say it's pretty well worth it. You unlock a big new area for you to explore. And I would probably imagine the DLC that we're going to tackle last is also going to be very much worth it in the end. And besides, we only have one more DLC story to go. It's not the end of all the DLC per se, but we're getting pretty close to it. So that will be all she wrote for this video. So next time on Atelier Ryza, thankfully I didn't have to split it in two, we are going to tackle the final DLC story, episode Empel and Leela. See you guys on the next time. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.